Okay. Sorry. Um, yeah, I stopped by the mirror and was like, oh my god, I look freaky. Um, but, okay, yeah. I was saying, that, like, I was bothered by, I was on the phone with you and Jared called, and then I was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. And, like, normally that's how I am with Jared, like, when, like, um, uh, like he says, oh, I can't pay for Whole Foods this week because, I don't have the money, or I can't come until blah 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 to pick the boys up or whatever. I'm just like, okay, okay, you know, like just whatever. Like, I want to get off the phone with you. I don't want to talk to you. Like just okay, whatever. Like, and that was the case because I was talking to you, but like when I switched over and we were talking and I was crying and I was upset, like not only was like I upset um, by what was going on with us, but like it really upset me that like I felt, and it's probably because I feel somewhat like helpless in our situation. Juliet's gonna want me to let her out now. Um, I feel somewhat like helpless in our situation, and so like the Jared situation or the issue today kind of like lended itself to the problem that was already in my head. But like it really bothered me that like I felt like he was completely taking like advantage of me, and like the fact that like he knows that I won't say like he knows that I won't say, like, well, you can't fucking see the kids, You're not gonna pick them up till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, like a dumb fuck. Then, like, you know, um, then, like, no, you know? And, like, so it really, really upset me because I was like, I'm tired of this. Why does it have to be like this? Why does he have to be such a dumb fuck? And, like, and I was just, like, really upset by it, and, like, and I don't know why it upset me. I mean, I said, like, I feel helpless, and, like, so, but, but, I don't know. Um, uh, so, today, I was really upset because of us, and then also in the afternoon upset because of Jared, and then, like, I just totally, like, blew all of it out of proportion, because I mean I was thinking today, like that Luke, doesn't like want me to live there, and like I was, honestly like comparing the situation to like you and Vicky's situation, to where as like she wanted to move up there and you told her no, and like and you know how I feel about that. Like I feel that well, like you must not have fucking cared that much, because like you wouldn't let her move up there. So something, kept you from letting her move up there. Being that, like, most likely you did not have strong enough feelings to want to stay with Vicky and make it, like, a serious relationship with her. So, like, I was kind of, like, taking it personally, and the fact that, like, I felt like, that, like, fuck. I read my list and, like, um, yeah, I was talking about Vicky. But like, I was taking it personally, and like, I felt like, the way that like I brought it up, that you didn't necessarily have to like, be such like in such a negative, talk about it in such like a negative light, and that's what I felt like you were doing. And like in reality, you were probably reacting to my tone, because I don't think I was being the most gracious, when I was like, well, how do you feel, and like I know how you are, um, like you do not like to be pushed into anything. You don't even like, I've noticed, like if we're talking about something and like you feel as if the topic has been like thrust upon you, like, you do not even like to go there, and, like, I understand that, and, like, I get that, but, you know, sometimes I'm just like, oh, God, like, he has, you know, some serious, like, control issues sometimes over, like, things, and, like, I get it, it's cool, I don't want you to take offense to that statement, but, you know, like, that's how I feel, and it's not a bad thing always, so, I mean, you feel how you feel, um, but, but, you know, and then sometimes I realize, like, whoa, you know, Aileen, you're going way too, like, head fast for this topic, and you need to, like, back off. Because I'm the same way. I don't necessarily react the way you do, but I do react in my own way. Most of the time I just clam up, you know. If somebody starts talking about shit, like, that I don't want to talk about, I just don't say anything, or anything of importance. But, uh, so, um, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot, seriously. Um, and, like, I really, you know, like, today and yesterday, and certainly yesterday, when I was definitely, like, dealing with the emotions of being on both sides of this, you know, like, wanting to move in together, not wanting you to be in school because I want to live with you, and then wanting you to be in school because I know that's what you should do. And that's what I want you to do. But, you know, the selfish, greedy side of me does not want you to be in school. Well, doesn't not want you to be in school, but wants to live together. Um, and obviously, you know, like, right now, you can't, well, you, not right now, but, you know, you can't do both. Um, so, but I wanted to, like, be that for you, and I want to be that for you, like, a supportive role for you in school, and I very much want that. It's just like right now, I think with the situation being, like, so up in the air and so, like, I don't know. To me, hold on, let me check and see what time I have. 7. Okay, I couldn't figure out which button it was. But, like, um, uh, with it being, like, so up in the air and kind of, like, I don't know, just funky. You know what it is. It's not. It's not, like, set in stone, and, like, not that it has to be set in stone, but it's not even, like, not even like, I know you're gonna say, oh, it's not, you know, in a plan form, so Eileen's, like, freaking out, which is true. I mean, because that's how I am. And in all honesty, it doesn't have to be, like, a set in stone plan, but, like, you know, between yesterday and today, it's like, you know, that's why I asked you today, like, look, like, are you cool with December or January? Because, like, I didn't know, and like, so I'm kind of like, you know, what the heck, you know, I don't know what's going on, um, so it just feels like one day it's this, and then the next day it's that, and the one day it's this, and the next day it's that, and so, like, I am in just, like, emotional wreck, um, in wreck, whatever. But, I'm, you know, I'm just, like, emotional roller coaster over here, because it's like one day, you know, we're gonna be living together most likely in, like, 3 months or something, and then, like, and the next day it's like, you know, maybe not, and then the next day it's like definitely not, and then, you know, it just, like, it felt like, you know, I was like, you know, we get to live together, and I was sad about you not going back, or you not wanting to be in school, but, like, I was also very happy that we would be able to live together, but, like, um, so I'm saying, like, I went from one extreme to the other. And it's not really extremes because we'll still be like somewhat close to each other, at least more so, than we are now. Way closer. Um, but it's like, when you think like when you're a kid and you're like, oh, my mom's gonna get me, this awesome toy for Christmas, and then like you go and you look in the closet and it's not there, or even on Christmas morning and you're like, ah, fuck me, dude. Like I thought she was getting me that toy, and then no, nothing. Like, so, um, not that you're a toy, but the other thing I wanted to talk about in this particular vlog is like, you mentioned in your feeling response videos that like you brought up the idea of like if we lived together and you were working and I decided that I wanted to go back to school and then we couldn't financially because like you wouldn't be able to because we couldn't like afford it or something, you would be like jealous of me or whatnot. And like I have thought like about the idea of like when we say, we were saying like, okay, well, you can get out of school and then if you regret it, you can go back. Um, and like the thought has crossed my mind, like, well, what if he can't? What if financially he just wouldn't be able to? And like I'm not sure if that would be a possibility or not. But like, it has crossed my mind, and like, um, and like at the time, like, I didn't want to bring it up because for obvious reasons, because like I was acting on selfish impulse, um, but like, that really does scare me because like I know how I would feel if that happened. Like, well, it has happened. Because when Jared and I were together, um, I wanted to go back to school, and I don't know if it's necessarily for like financial reasons. I don't think so. But Jared didn't want me to go back to school, and so, or to work, and so, that really created like a huge thing for me because I'm a pretty independent person, and I don't like asking people, if I can do, life choice things and having to basically like report to someone. I need to check the time. Okay, I have to stop soon. But yeah, I didn't like the idea of having to, ask Jared, can I go back to school, or, can I go back to work? Because like in all honesty, I love my children, but like it's kind of driving me crazy. And so I really wanted to go back to work or back to school. I would have been fine if he had decided that he wanted to stay home with them. I would have been like a lot happier. But like, he told me no, essentially. Like, no, he didn't say like, no, Aileen, you can't. But it was like basically like, well, I'll make more money than you, so it makes sense for me to go to work. And like totally avoiding the fact that I'm saying like, I'm not happy, I need to do something else, this is driving me insane. And so, I definitely took that and was like, you're controlling me, and being me, like, I don't like to be controlled. I like to be, I'm and then I'm thinking like sexually, that's not the case like all the time, but like, and even in a relationship, it's not all the time. Like I can say that like, I do at some instances enjoy being like the one that is like controlled somewhat, but like, and I know you're gonna say, duh, look at your relationships, but anyways, um, but I wanted you to know that I understand that idea, and like I am scared of that. So glad that, even though, hold on. Even though, oh, fuck.